Hello everyone, I hope you're all good. I thought I'd just make a quick video. Sorry about the lighting, sorry about the camera angle. I'm currently sat on my sofa, but I wanted to film this video before I forgot. And because we had the 20-week scan today, I wanted to do it today so that I remembered everything that I was going to say. So, sorry if you can hear any background noise, Dom's currently on his game upstairs. Where to begin? So, I was nervous for this appointment because I have a fear of like blood tests, needles, that sort of stuff. And I'd not got like a letter in the post, so I didn't know whether I had to have a blood test or anything like that. I had in my head that I was going to have the whooping cough jab. However, because our appointment was at 3:30 and we didn't get out until just after 4, I think it was in the end, because I had to empty my bladder, blah, blah, blah. They'd gone home. The people that do the jabs went home at 4. So I actually missed having that done today. However, I need to go to my GP and I need to book in the whooping cough and the flu jab as well. And then the COVID jab's optional. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be doing that yet because I didn't actually have the jabs myself when they were like first a thing. So I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, everything actually went really, really well. We got there just after 3:20. Our appointment was at 3:30, so we were early. And then I think we actually got called in early because it didn't feel like we were waiting there for that long. There was quite a lot of people in the waiting room. There was like only 2 or 3 seats left. And we were actually the first ones to be called in. And it was that really guilty feeling of we were literally the last ones to sit down and then the first ones to go in. But yeah, the sonographer was really, really nice this time. Our 12-week scan, we had a guy and he literally didn't talk unless we like spoke to him and said, is everything okay? And he was like, oh, everything's all right as of the moment, but that could change. We were like, brilliant. First proper scan and you're not like reassuring us. But this lady was absolutely brilliant. We both remembered at the same time, just as the scan started, that we wanted photos, and she was like, oh, I think you've both remembered that at the same time because we spoke at the same time. Luckily we did get some really nice photos, which I'll show you in a minute. We got 3 that at first looked the same, but they are slightly different. Yeah, she started off by basically saying, I'm scanning for this, 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 this and this. I think there was 11 different conditions, but then she said there was heart activity present, which is obviously what we want. Fetal movements visible. Amniotic fluid was normal. The cord was 3 vessels and the placenta. I have a posterior placenta, which explains why I felt her so early on in my pregnancy, like 16, 17 weeks, because there's a lot of people that I've spoken to that didn't actually feel the first flutter or movement until like 24 weeks, which I'm like, wow, I've like seen her move now at this point. They put all of her like fetal measurements, they plot it on like a centile thing. I've not quite got my head around what it's called. She's quite a small baby. She's not going to be a big whopper like me. Pretty much everything. There is one thing that is ever so slightly above the middle, which is transcerebellar diameter, but I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure they said it, but I've completely forgot. And then I think the lowest thing is her weight. It's estimating around 11 ounces, but we have got another 20 weeks of growing yet, so you know, hopefully we'll be good. But yeah, she said that everything was normal. She's literally measuring to how we should be. She said that the following, well, it says on this little report thing that I'll read, the following were visualised and appeared normal. So it was the head, the brain, face, spine, neck and skin, the chest, 4-chamber view and great vessels, abdominal wall, gastrointestinal tract, kidneys and bladder, extremities and her skeleton. And we are on a low risk pathway. So if you don't know what that means already, it basically means that we have like a low risk of anything sort of abnormal going on. So unless, say, if she stops moving or anything, there is no need for us to go for like another scan like later on in the pregnancy. It says here twice on the couch. Basically, I turned up with a full bladder and she saw that I had a full bladder, and then at the end she was like, I want to just double check the placenta because I just want to double check that it's not like over the cervix, but because your bladder is so full, I just need you to empty it. And I was like, oh yeah, I do really need a wee. And she was like, you didn't tell me that you needed a wee. And I was like, no, because I didn't know if I was expected to have a full bladder or not. Apparently, as long as, you know, you've got a little bit in there, I think they say to have like a glass or two of fluids like an hour or so before you go in. I'd literally just been for my morning wee, which, to be fair, I say morning wee, it was more like 12:30, 1 o'clock, because I had a lazy morning. But no, everything was good. My placenta is in a normal place. The cervix is all good. Everything's all good. She zoomed in and we managed to see her eyes, her nose and her lips. By the looks of it, she's got my nose and lips. I've always been quite proud of my lips actually, because a lot of people have complimented me on like the shape of my lips, and basically they've said like they're just evenly plump as such. I quite like my lips, to be fair. I've never had any lip filler or anything. These completely natural. Yeah, and then people like to say I've got a little button nose. Dom today said it's a little piggy nose, and I was like, piggy nose? Really? But yeah, by the looks of it, at the minute, she's got my nose, which I'm like, I'm happy with that. And she was pouting. I was like, oh my gosh, we've got a sassy baby. She was full on like, I don't know if it was just because obviously she had a straight face, so it was just like, but like her lips were full on like, but I suppose she's a baby, so she's probably going to. But yeah, it was really, really good, really cute, really interesting to see. Everything was all good. At one point she had her arm up and she was sort of moving her hand a little bit, so it almost looked like she was waving. And then at one point she also had her fists up, and the sonographer was like, oh, she's ready to do some boxing. But yeah, so here are the photos. Very cute. Gosh, so yeah, she's measuring all good. Got her little legs up, and see her little nose. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's my little bubba. We didn't have to pay for the photos this time. So the last time we went for the 12-week scan, we had to pay £18, and originally the machine said for 4 photos, but they printed off 6, but it was the exact same photo. And we tried to say, you've gave us the same one like 6 times, and they basically said maybe it's because she's not moved during the scan. Obviously we saw her move, so you know. And then they said, oh, you can't print off the same picture twice. But I was like, they've got the same timestamp and everything. So these 3 look very similar. However, they have got like different timestamps in them. But it is a brilliant picture, so I'm quite happy with having that anyway. I do wish that we got to see pictures of her, like eyes, nose, mouth, maybe a few of her feet. She did show her feet, bless her. But yeah, it was very, very sweet. She asked at the start if we wanted to know the gender, and I did say we have already had like a gender scan where we got told she was a girl, but I'd just like a bit of confirmation. And yeah, we've definitely got a girl in there. She showed us that quite proudly, so we were very happy with that, because I said, well, if it is a boy, he's got a lot of pink outfits, so yeah. But no, generally speaking, it was a really, really good appointment. We left the appointment very happy, very positive. She's been wiggling like loads, like so much tonight. I've managed to see it with my eyes, but I've just not managed to catch it on video yet. But as soon as I do catch it on video, I'll definitely post it because it's just the cutest, most amazing thing ever. So, oh yeah, I'm tired now. Right, I'm gonna let you go and I will see you in my next video. Make sure that if you want to carry on following the journey, don't forget to subscribe and yeah, comment below any recommendations or anything like that. Love you all. Bye.